Have you ever felt like people ignore your opinions, interrupt you while you're speaking, take advantage of your kindness, or simply don't take you seriously? If your answer is yes, then this video might change the way you see yourself forever. The hard truth is this: many people are not disrespected because they are weak, unlucky, or incapable. They are disrespected because they unknowingly allow it. Think about that for a moment. The world treats you based on the standards you set for yourself. If you constantly tolerate disrespect, people learn that they can continue disrespecting you without consequences. But here's the good news. Respect is not something you're born with. It's something you build. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to develop a strong personality that naturally earns respect from others. Let's begin. The first thing you need to understand is that respect starts with self-respect. Most people focus on getting respect from others while completely ignoring how they treat themselves. Ask yourself honestly, do you keep your promises to yourself? Do you speak positively about yourself? Do you value your own time? Do you allow people to cross your boundaries? Because every time you betray yourself, you teach others how to treat you. Imagine someone who constantly apologizes for everything. Someone who changes their opinions just to fit in. Someone who tolerates insults because they don't want conflict. Would people see that person as confident and strong? Probably not. Now imagine someone who respects their own values, speaks with confidence, and refuses to accept poor treatment. The energy is completely different. People respect those who respect themselves. The second lesson is to stop seeking approval from everyone. This is one of the biggest reasons people lose respect. Many individuals spend their entire lives trying to be liked. They say yes when they want to say no. They hide their opinions. They avoid difficult conversations. They sacrifice their happiness just to keep everyone comfortable. But here's the truth. The moment you become obsessed with being liked, you become easy to manipulate. Strong personalities understand something important. Not everyone has to like you, and that's okay. You could be the sweetest person in the world, and there will still be people who dislike you. Trying to please everyone is impossible. The more you chase approval, the more respect slips away. Instead, focus on being authentic. Speak your truth respectfully. Stand by your values. And remember, respect is more valuable than temporary approval. The third lesson is learning the power of saying no. One simple word, 2 letters, yet it changes everything. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear disappointing others. But every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to yourself. Strong people understand that their time, energy, and attention are valuable resources. They don't hand them out freely. If someone asks for a favor and you genuinely want to help, great. But if helping will hurt your own priorities, it's okay to decline. You don't need a long explanation. You don't need an excuse. A respectful no is enough. The ability to say no teaches people that your boundaries matter, and boundaries create respect. The fourth lesson is to speak less and listen more. This might sound surprising. Many people think strong personalities dominate every conversation. Actually, the opposite is often true. Confident people don't feel the need to prove themselves constantly. They don't talk just to fill silence. They observe, they listen, they think before they speak. When they finally speak, their words carry weight because they aren't talking all the time. Notice the most respected people in a room. Often they are calm, composed, thoughtful. They don't compete for attention. Their confidence comes from within. Start practicing this today. Listen carefully, think before responding, and choose your words wisely. The fifth lesson is to stop explaining yourself to everyone. This habit destroys authority. Imagine making a simple decision and then spending 10 minutes justifying it to everyone around you. What message does that send? It sends the message that you need permission. Strong personalities understand that not every decision requires approval. You can respectfully explain your reasoning when necessary, but you don't need to defend every choice you make. If you decide to focus on your goals, some people won't understand. If you refuse certain invitations, some people may get upset. If you change your lifestyle, some people may criticize you. That's normal. You are not responsible for making everyone comfortable with your decisions. The sixth lesson is to control your emotions. A strong personality is not about aggression, it's about emotional stability. Anyone can react. Anyone can lose their temper. Anyone can shout. But not everyone can remain calm under pressure. When someone insults you, they often expect an emotional reaction. The moment they control your emotions, they gain power over you. Strong people stay composed. They don't allow every comment, criticism, or opinion to disturb their peace. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means mastering them. Respond instead of reacting. Think instead of exploding. Control instead of chaos. Emotional control is one of the most powerful forms of strength. The seventh lesson is to become competent. Confidence without competence is fragile. Real confidence comes from knowing you can handle challenges. If you want respect, become skilled. Learn new things. Develop your abilities. Work on yourself every day. Whether it's communication, business, fitness, leadership, or any other area, improvement creates confidence. And confidence creates presence. People naturally respect individuals who consistently demonstrate capability, not because they demand respect, but because their actions speak for them. The 8th lesson is to improve your body language. Before you say a single word, people are already making judgments about you. Your posture, your eye contact, your facial expressions, your movements, all of these communicate confidence or insecurity. Stand tall. Maintain eye contact. Walk with purpose. Avoid nervous habits. Don't constantly look down. Don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Your body language should communicate self-respect, because people often believe what they see before they believe what they hear. The 9th lesson is to stop tolerating disrespect. This is where many people fail. Someone makes a rude comment. Someone constantly interrupts them. Someone crosses a clear boundary. And they stay silent. Not because they agree, but because they fear confrontation. The problem is that tolerated behavior becomes repeated behavior. If you allow disrespect once, people often assume they'll get away with it again. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to start arguments. Simply address the issue calmly and directly. Respectfully communicate your standards. Strong personalities don't create drama. They simply refuse to participate in disrespect. The 10th lesson is to develop a purpose. People with strong personalities usually have something bigger than themselves driving them. A mission, a goal, a vision. A purpose gives direction. Without purpose, people become easily influenced. They follow crowds. They seek validation. They constantly compare themselves to others. But when you have a meaningful goal, your focus changes. You stop worrying about everyone's opinion. You stop wasting energy on unnecessary drama. You become too busy building your future. Purpose creates strength, and strength creates respect. Now here's something important. Building a strong personality doesn't happen overnight. It is not a quick fix, it is a process. Every day you have a choice. You can continue living according to other people's expectations, or you can start becoming the person you are meant to be. A person who respects themselves, a person with boundaries, a person with confidence, a person with purpose. And remember this, a strong personality is not loud. It doesn't need to dominate others. It doesn't need to show off. True strength is quiet. It is calm. It is disciplined. It is consistent. The strongest people in the world are often the ones who remain composed while everyone else loses control. The people who keep moving forward when others give up. The people who stand by their values even when it isn't easy. So if you've been wondering why people don't respect you, stop looking outward for answers. Look inward. Ask yourself, what standards am I setting? What behavior am I tolerating? How am I treating myself? Because the moment you start respecting yourself, everything begins to change. People notice. Opportunities appear. Confidence grows. And the version of yourself you've always wanted to become finally starts emerging. Don't wait for the world to respect you first. Become the person worthy of respect. Start today. One decision, one boundary, one act of courage at a time. And watch how your entire life transforms. If you found value in this message, remember that building a strong personality is a daily practice. Keep learning, keep growing,